apart from custom duties, police, everywhere. So I believe one of the first things to do is to try as much as possible to minimize corruption. You cannot eliminate it, but minimize. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that Oyo State today, if you read the budget of Oyo State, it has 248 lines of income generation. 248. And what is happening to them? Many have been neglected. Talk about giving ground rent, tenement neglected. But that is not where the major chunk of our income generation will come from. It is basically by ensuring that we industrialize, we commercialize, we develop and encourage trading, commercial, industrial activities. And before now, I spoke about the President's 2010 roadmap on energy. I think that's a good source for our industrialization base. Secondly, I think if we all look through, I've said before, agriculture is in fact, it's the largest employer of labor anywhere in the world. And I honestly believe that with our own agriculture program, we will resuscitate the farm settlements, we will provide the social amenities that will make people want to stay there. And of course, I'm sorry again, I have an apology to make for using Chief Obafemi Awolowo. The same way Doctor has an apology about his friends in the US. What I'm saying therefore is basically that if we can benchmark, because there is benchmarking, if you see what is good, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just copy it. That was how Japan started. In those days, they take electronics from America, they open it, they package it, everybody will say, inferior good. Now, Japan and the Asian countries are the #1 electronics manufacturers. So what we want to do is to copy where you can copy. So our idea will be improved through agricultural revolution, through infrastructural development, through blockage of leaking pipelines of corruption, and then through scientific, professional implementation of our IGR.
I don't want to verify it, but if you speak further, we will take it out of your next please take the opportunity to have your time off.
Thank you very much, sir. I just think we should have transparency and accountability. Thank you.
May I put you gentlemen on notice that you will have a chance to ask one another questions. And we will soon move on from the economy now. So actually, the way the discussion has been going on, we have been crossing the frontiers between one group of soldiers to the other. So I will just call on Dr. Danjibo to select one or two questions. I just one question in his own group. One. Have you want agriculture so that we want agriculture?
If they went back to the same public school that brought them to this, they know how to learn from the situation in these public schools. The same thing too, when we were on growing and those who have the advantage of age knew that there was efficiency even during the colonial days, supposedly in public hospitals, native authority clinics and all that. So my question would be, what are your blueprints on trying to improve not just the standard in public school, but making sure that people have access to public schools and to help institutions?
Thank you very much. Could I ask Dr. Jeffrey to start?
Primarily, poverty endangers health. I want to pick on health first. And there is nowhere in this state today that the government can boldly say that people have access to medicine in most of the primary health centers regularly. Nowhere in my state. Go to the villages, go to Gubernatorial, as well as villages around the Barapa. You will be what I'm talking about. My government will liaise with the private sector to ensure that we have Oyo State pharmaceutical companies, primarily to ensure that certain basic drugs are available to the people. And not only that, we are going to embark on a program to assure the people that the facility is available, then to announce to them that if anybody charges them anything whatsoever, that they should report to the government. And my life should be over as the governor of the state. For the public school, more people. The problem is not people having access to public school. They say there's free education, but there are no textbooks. They say there's free education. People are paying exam fee. They are paying PTA daily. It means that there is no free education. Abraham says the only free meal is in the trap. But what we are going to do is to ensure that we see, aside from the fact that Oyo State has a publishing firm, there are publishing houses. In the days of Bola, they gave students textbooks. We are going to ensure that we publish textbooks for students to use, number one. Number two, we are going to encourage e-learning. You want to study economics, physics, whatsoever subject you want to study is on the net. So why do we have difficulty even printing textbooks for students? So I'm going to encourage e-learning to create that to make sure we fill that gap as a donor for people to have access to qualitative education. Not only that, our education system was to be vocational. Our students are going to learn vocational school, so that by the time they finish, you see that they have learned plumbing, woodwork, upholstery, or whatsoever. And when they finish, they will be part of our small-scale industry mobilization. The government will provide funds for them to start on their own, so that before they get admission to the university, they already have a list of livelihood. So our educational system will be qualitative and vocational engineering and technology engineering. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adekina.
The question I was asking an area that is very dear to my heart. In fact, this is what brought me this lecture. Free public school education brought a man standing before you to be one of the best first-class surgeons in the world. We can bring that back, and I intend to do it. I sat down because I wanted to laugh. I sat down in my office in the US, I think about 6 months ago. I started remembering Malete. You have to go and maintain those public schools. I've gone around in the last 6 months throughout all the 13 local government of Oyo State. Why are we having private schools? Why? Because people are running away from public schools. The middle class has disappeared in Nigeria. Labour Party will bring middle class back. Working class people can no longer send their children to good schools. If you see, this time a man who benefits from that school, this is the man who will do it. And this is not a question of even learning. In the first 6 months, laptops will be distributed to all students in Oyo State School by the University of Martin. It's not a question of need. Laptops will be distributed. There will be the training of teachers and in-service training for them. Teachers' salary will be paid on the 25th of every month. In fact, pensioners will get